Hello, Twin Flames. I hope you've been doing well. Today, I wanted to continue a little and big exploration. Little and big because of the surprising kinds of jewels we tend to find along the way that I started doing last month in here after realizing the other phases of the moon, besides the full moon and new moon, don't typically get assessed by tarot card readers pretty much at all, I've noticed myself, which is when I decided to hop on this brand new, incredibly rewarding challenge of reading ignored moon phases for the Twin Flame and Starseed Collective, while receiving beneficial healing and enlightening insights from it at the same time. So this week, we're going to be focusing on the Waxing Crescent Moon that started yesterday the 3rd, meaning we've missed a day, which will be in this phase while slowly progressing out of it up until the 8th of this month of November. But before getting into the mini tarot reading for the first wave Twin Flame Starseed Collective, let's first go over what the Waxing Crescent Moon even is, if you're unfamiliar or new like myself, as well as how it affects us whenever present. When Googling exactly what the Waxing Crescent Moon is, before using my intuition right afterwards, it stated that the Waxing Crescent Moon is a phase of the moon that occurs when a small portion of the moon is visible from the ground. It is the second phase of the moon cycle and appears following the new moon. It is mostly visible in the western sky shortly after sunset and lasts for about a week until finally transitioning into the first quarter phase of the moon, in which we will be covering and dissecting on here for both the Twin Flame and Starseed Collective in about 5 days. The moon's orbit carries the illuminated side of the moon farther into view, making it appear to grow each day. The angle of the moon and the sun during a waxing crescent moon causes gravitational pulls on the tides to cancel out each other, which decreases the amount of tidal pull. When using my intuition, my guide stated that the waxing crescent moon is here to work with the energetic theme at play at the time, meaning the current zodiacal influences at play, us being in Scorpio right now, for example, in order to shift things along for the Ascending Star Collective, undergoing a continued spiritual awakening process to help us ascend into the 5D timelines of pure bliss that we've been striving up towards. How it works for us and with us, if intended, is that it helps our hearts open up on an emotional level, as crescent moons tend to do, crescent having a bit to do with crying as we part ways with the limiting past under the layer, so that we may have the understanding that we need, the insight, as well as the strength to move forward in life, independent from our twin flames, as this phase of the moon feels very personal and independent, rather than particularly mutual and about someone else. Although positive changes can still take place for your specific union during this time frame, as this is still life and these kinds of things do tend to happen in an unscripted manner. The shifts that we make throughout the waxing crescent phase is a sort of setup and adjustment period for when the first quarter phase finally arrives here. Now, with all of that being said and understood, I think this stage has been set enough for us to get into the miniature tarot reading, the first quarter phase or a quarter to quarter phase readings being a bit longer than these ones. So, when shuffling my Lightseer's tarot deck to find out what kinds of influences the waxing crescent moon will be having on the first wave Twin Flame Collective, the Ten of Pentacles is what was pulled for this reading in order to provide us the messages we need. Here, I'm feeling that we awoken twin flames on the most insane levels now, which is very great to see and marks just how far we've come since being asleep to the Matrix Beast System agenda to keep all of humanity asleep and a slave to his dystopian, post-apocalyptic societal structures heavily put into place within and all around us. I've now awoken enough to be able to look the enemy straight in the eye and see them for exactly who they are on zombie levels, as we are still participating in shutting down the zombie apocalypse sector of the Hunger Games Ascension process. I feel that the man to the left of the illustration is representing our Twin Flame Starseed warrior crew, along with our newfound wokeness, and that the woman standing right across from him, along with her dystopian sort of smile, is representing all of the rich evildoers at the top who have said yes fully to this agenda, as well as all of their puppets on the ground who are also plugged into the false light Ascension Matrix arena, like we are, in order to get fixed and made up in this dystopian, fake white picket fence fashion by their Pennywise the Clown God Demon organizing the entire thing. They have been made our and Christ's enemy in this way, because it is completely anti-life and anti-Christ, out of the norm of the natural flow, structure, and balance of life, with them working around the clock non-stop just to drain humanity's life force energy, to be completely blasphemous, and to tell us what to do in order to mock children, youth, the purest innocence, and the 5D second childhood meant to be anchored into our planet and shifted into, upon our ascent out of the devil's and Pennywise the Clown's grasp, which I am going to command that we do right now by etherically jumping on top of their heads, catapulting us right into the 5D timeline and lifestyle we're supposed to be in, then feeling our full wrath as the entire thing goes down. The Dark Mothers, which the dystopian woman is representing with all of her fakeness and hatred towards God's children, will likely have the worst, most humiliating time out of everyone due to her sheer dedication to the project, viewed as her major come-up through her psychotic lens. This is the main key dominant figure in Illusion, getting in between us twin flames, as well as the best love stories imaginable throughout the past 6 centuries I'm being told. Most of us true twin flames being held back by oppressive so-called mother and father figures who have sold out and switched out on us since waking up to our true loves, and which we are going to send the harshest judgments to right now. They're friends as well if they're involved, for so daring to come between us rebels with this kind of craziness and actually thinking they could win. The Knight of Cups was the second card that was put for this interesting reading, it coming along with the message to focus on your twin from a soul's core aim, goal, and point of view these next several days, rather than from a place of ego, so that you may see and get to know each other in the energetic realm, a deep way to bond and get to know the love of your life, so that true love can overcome this sinful, abominable situation and smack all naysayers of Christ and Source right across the head with the most beautiful, most potent, most healing, enlivening, and inspiring type of union they've never seen coming before your official exit. That being you and your twin's unique love song, love language, and love force, for it is enough to end a whole apocalypse. Let true love set you free is the final message here, as well as the pure holiness of your union to set you sexually free as well, represented by the proudly galloping white horse behind the handsome prince in the illustration, for bonding with the true essence of your twin soul without any illusions in the way will surely do this for you effortlessly once tapped into, pulling you both even closer together in the energetic plane to be able to come together in the physical for unification in this way as an effect. I am intending that all of this happens for our tribe now, in order to officially get this one and done, and to finally move forward into a sane, grounded, practical reality, away from the devil and his clowns for all eternity, never to be bothered, persuaded, or misled by them, or anyone, with our newfound second sight and inner wisdom ever again. And that concludes this mini tarot reading / energy healing session regarding the waxing crescent moon and its effects on us twin flame starseed warriors of the first wave of Ascension. I hope that you found all of the enlightenment you needed from this. Look forward to more readings, much brighter, however, covering this stage of the moon in the future. Take charge of your lives, stay in love, put yourself first, don't take shit from the enemy. Comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're enlightened. Donate to the cause if you can, and stay blessed, tribe. Bye.